Hello everybody, it's Marcia from Wolves and Wonders with Marcia, and we're on, what, buddy? Come up here. My cat's getting my attention at the beginning of the video, so I apologize. Anyway, we have four sections left, and then we'll be done with this book. I believe that's going to be nice. It says Starting Over by Kim Stoegbauer. Something like that. Let me get my cat. She's asking for my attention. Come here. Get up here. Come up here. Okay. Sit down. Okay, Mommy's gonna read a book. Okay, then don't cry to come up here then. She just wants me for some reason. Okay, here we go. Starting Over. The housing crash in 2008 was humbling for everyone, but especially for our family. My husband and I had been riding the appreciating market since we graduated from college in 1999. We bought our first house in 2000, and yet the next several years we were flying high on a luxury property business. We worked for a large national home builder as a sales manager broker. While we worked as a real estate agent and co-owned 2 real estate offices. On the side, we were fixing up a flipping houses left and right. We couldn't buy enough homes or flip them fast enough. Things couldn't have been better. We were young, more successful than we ever thought we would be. And at 31, we moved into our dream home. A beautiful custom home in the neighborhood we coveted for years. We poured our hearts and money into this house, renovated and updated every detail before moving in our growing family. We were proud of what we created and thought that it would never end. Little did we know the real estate market would come to a screeching halt in 2008. We found ourselves drowning in mortgage payments on multiple homes with the quickly decreased values. We sold off what we could as quickly as possible while continuing to work our respective real estate jobs. We all all while balancing family life. Even back when the market was hot, I had always tried to put others' needs first. My clients, my husband's, my children's. But one incident became the tipping point for me. One afternoon, I was at home with the kids. My 3-year-old son and my 1-year-old daughter. I needed to present an offer to the client over the phone, and since decent deals and contracts were now few and far between, I had no choice but to make the call with the kids playing nearby. I decided it would be best to hide in the garage. But 7 minutes into the call, my little ones tried to find me. I could hear them calling for me. So I grabbed the door handle to the garage and held it as tight as I could so they couldn't open it. It scared them, and I could hear them hysterically crying and calling for me on the other side of the door. Yet I took a deep breath, kept my composure, and finished the call. With more bills than money, I needed this deal. My family needed this deal. What was probably the few minutes later, like an hour, when the call ended, I opened the door and fell to my knees, hugging and kissing my babies and begging for forgiveness. I bet you she never did that again. At that honest moment of pure regret, I knew things had to change immediately. Even if it meant less money, fewer things, and a smaller house. That was the last time I would work before I put work before my children. I immediately called my business partner and said I was done. I couldn't do it anymore, and I didn't care what the consequences or the money. It was time to put my family first. Deep down, I knew we'd be okay. The one thing that matters, I thought, is what is that we're happy and healthy. So with my amazing husband completely behind me, we simplified. We chose having less and being home more. It was scary, but instead of focusing on what we didn't have, we were grateful for what we did have. This time at home allowed not only more time for my kids, but time to reflect and really think about what I could do next. I actually enjoyed working hard and making money, but now I was looking for something that would allow me the flexibility to be home with the kids and also keep me productive. Blogging was a relatively new thing in 2008, and I started following a few creative blogs and loved getting updates. It soon dawned on me that this was something I could do, even if only for fun. I have always been very creative and really into decorating, designing, and entertaining. I love photography and design and figured a blog would be a fun outlet to share anything creative that I was doing. In 5 minutes, it came up with my name of the blog, the Tomcat Studio, uh, based on the names of my two children, Tommy and Kate. Since my children had been the inspiration for my new start, it seemed only logical to name this new little adventure after them. An empty room in our house soon became my studio. I signed up for a free blog platform and started sharing. I never thought my passion and creativity would ever become a career, and though I started to blog on a whim, maybe deep down I knew or hoped it might become something more. It's crazy that what I felt was starting over has become a huge success. The Tomcat Studio was has been featured with Martha Stewart by Martha Stewart, HGTV, DIY Network, and numerous national publications. I work with my Amazon team and freelancing projects for huge brands called Coca-Cola, Barbie, Pottery Barn Kids, and Hershey's. I still blog regularly and have uh, built a social media following of over 300,000 followers. The best part, I get to do what I love every single day while being with my family. I seriously couldn't be happier, and ironically, as a housing market recovery, we slowly started flipping houses again. What I thought was the end of the road was simply a change in direction towards my passion and natural talents. A direction that gave me life, better balance, and more happiness. And now I can open a door when my kids come knocking. When Kim flipped one house too many, she could have flipped out, but instead she realized this was simply where she was, not who she was as a businesswoman, wife, and mother. She was humble enough to walk away, quit chasing, and create a work life that was more in balance with her family's needs. Ironically, she fell into an even more successful profession and eventually impacted more people while still honoring her family's needs first. Humility allows you to work through challenging, serious challenging seasons with grace and your head up, looking for the next opportunity. And tomorrow I will be reading The Island Life by Kimmy Brook. I hope you enjoyed today's reading, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Ta-ta.